Namaste everybody and welcome to another session on Yoga Vidya. Today just before the class started, Ramon sir was asking about the ability to relax, and this has been not just a problem with Ramon sir, but a lot of others have also at various times in the past 4-5 months um, been struggling with the concept of relaxation. So I was, before we start, I just wanted to get some feedback on those that are having difficulty in conceptualizing this, because it's you have to trick your brain to kind of go into a state of relaxation. Now let me just explain what relaxation means. So all of us, all our muscles are in groups. So there is a stressor and there is a compressor. So what happens is that when one muscle stretches, the other one compresses. So it acts like a reverse spring. So whenever that stimulus is left, it will go back to normal position. Now, what I am doing is, now that is, for us it is called reflex. Most of the time we work in a reflex mode. That is why when we sleep, all our muscles go relaxed, because this tension and compression is not there and the muscles get relaxed. Now the thing is that what I'm trying to do here is that I'm trying to make it a conscious thing, not an unconscious thing. So it's not a reflex thing. I'm trying to get it into a conscious state. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make you all look at yourselves, your muscle groups, in a manner that you are able to control the kind of tension you all have when you all are functioning. So the thing is that when you say relax, I'm hoping that the muscle groups that you all have stop getting into tension and compression and go into neutral position. The reason why you need to get it into neutral position is because when you get it into neutral positions, all your nadis, that is the channels through which your motility moves, the nadis start becoming open. So there is greater a freer movement of prana, and there is lesser amount of tension in the body. So Ramon says that he has a problem in understanding this. So does anybody else have this problem? And if some of you are able to explain this in a better manner, it'll be great, because I think it's important that everybody comes on the same page. Milind sir, yes.
Namaskaram.
Namaskaram.
When I do this pranayam, no nadi shuddhi,
Mm,
when I am inhaling,
mm.
that time I feel. See, first I go for the relaxation. What you are taught,
But
relax brain and
let's not go into pranayama right now. Are you able to relax?
yeah, I am able to relax. But when I am doing that exercise, while inhaling, I feel that my muscles or my hand, for example, or my body is getting little bit tight. It is when I
Ah,
am exhaling, it is relaxed. But I feel
okay.
that it is getting tight. So what is this actually?
Okay, so let's park that. That is a different. That is a. I'll explain the sensation. Ellen,
Okay.
sir. Hello.
So good afternoon. This is
Okay.
Lata Narayanan.
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep.
No, my mistake
Ellen.
because I've marked it as Ellen. I've saved it up as Ellen. Yeah. So when you say relax, what I do is I imagine that front portion of the brain or whatever, as I just imagine as if I'm relax. I mean, massaging that portion. But I agree with the Mr. Ram Mohan ji that I don't feel the relaxation per se. I mean, the way you describe it, like the muscles are getting stress free or anything like that. I just, in my mind, I visualize as if I'm massaging that portion. That's about it.
You're not. No, you're not able to get it relaxed.
Yes, I'm not able to get it relaxed per se. Yes.
Okay, so we have a problem. Okay. Anybody else? Have I missed anybody? Anybody else has a feedback?
Hello, sir. Sudha here.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. they like what they are saying, that exact feel. I'm not actually searching for a relaxed or a tensed part of my brain or part of my body. I go through the motions exactly like how you are guiding us, and then I just leave it. So actually, I don't know if it's relaxed or if it is in tension, but I feel comfortable doing it. So long as I'm not having any problems doing it, I feel that let it be relaxed or let it be in tension. I think that is a better solution. I don't know. This was what I thought because I'm not looking for a relaxation or a sensation. I feel the sensations will come in a more subtle way. I'm not looking for any immediate results. So maybe maybe for some it is very evident, and for me it is not so evident. So I'm good as it is while doing it. But like what Lata ma'am said, I'm not looking for it. So I don't know if I'm relaxed or not. But it's
Okay.
a wonderful experience altogether.
Okay, let me try
Thank
and
you.
tell you where we are trying. I'm trying to take all of you. Okay, this was another discussion I was having with Ramon sir. See, at the end of the day, the objective of yoga is moksha. So, if I don't take you all into that path, then I am not doing my job. Okay. Now, that is the first part. The second part is that everything that we do here, at least in the class, is geared to at least put you on the path where you can move yourself into that particular arena. Now let me try and there are so when your muscles go into neutral gear, what happens is the prana starts moving into your body. Now now, Milan sir had spoken about when air goes, when during Puraka, the muscles get a little tense, and during Rechaka, the muscles free up. Why is that? It's a very important and a very interesting question, which I would like to thank Milan sir for. The thing is, when you breathe in, prana is coming inside. When prana comes inside, it activates all your body parts, and that expands the body. If you will actually, now I'm going to ask you all to do one small exercise. Rub your hand vigorously and then do this with your hands, and you'll find some kind of an electrostatic magnetic charge which comes. This is basically prana that is moving. You can actually feel prana moving when you move your hands. And the second thing is that you'll also find that when you're breathing in, your body, you can actually feel the prana, the kind of prana increasing, and when you breathe out, you can actually feel the quantum of prana coming down. That is why when you breathe in very often, the feeling of the 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 feeling of tension in the body starts. I mean the feeling of tension when you breathe in starts. Now the thing is that how do we breathe in without that tension? That tension comes when you force the breath at the abdomen. When you allow it to happen by itself as a natural process rather than as an induced process, what happens is that when the natural process happens, then the prana will move, but there is no forcing. So I think you're am I making sense to y'all?
Yes, yes. So what you are saying, we are understanding. Yes, yes,
Yeah, yeah, we
definitely.
can
Okay.
understand. Yes.
So
Yes,
this is not just an intellectual exercise. It must not be an intellectual exercise. It must be an exercise which you can experience. At the end of the day, yoga is anubhava. It is a experience. And what is that experience we are trying to do? We are trying to experience the consciousness which is moving, the consciousness which brings us, or which tells us, number one, that we are alive, and then it reinforces our existence in our environment. And that is the fundamental objective. So if we are not getting there, then we have to change the way we are doing things. So today I'm going to, actually I was going to do the same thing again, but today what we'll do is we will do the exercises, we'll come here, we will do the relaxation again. At the end of the relaxation, I would like you all to uh, look at yourself like you are the experiment. So there is an observer, there is an experiment. So you have to be the observer of yourself. The experiment is what you are doing to the body, and you have to observe it like a person is observing an experiment. So this is what you call vairagyam, dispassionately. You have separated yourself from the experiment and you are observing the experiment that is happening. So that is I think we need to get into that state now. The second thing that I'm going to ask you all to view is when you all look at yourself as experiments, within the body, you will feel a kind of a buzzing, a movement. That is the consciousness. The consciousness is the one, the chitta is the one that is attaching you to various objects around you. Observe that also. So today might be slightly um, difficult in the sense that it will be very, it's not something that you can hold. It has got to be something that you can sense. So the sensation of no tension, the sensation of no of being calm, these are all things that I am asking you all to experience. Uh, am I making sense to you all? I'd like feedback, please, because this is not
Yes,
an
sir.
easy subject.
Yes, sir. We are able to understand, sir.
Okay, so I'm saying let us start the normal warm-up exercise and then we'll take it forward from there. So please stand up, and what we are going to do now is starting with the eyes, then we will do the head, the shoulders. We'll slowly bring a kind of opening of the whole body, and then thereafter you can we'll sit down, we'll go through the relaxation process, and then we will take feedback. This time we will, from now on, I will be asking for more feedback so that we do not, we actually are moving, we are not getting into a state where we are only talking about yoga or yoga vidya. We are actually experiencing it ourselves. Okay? Right. Now, please look ahead. Now, look up. Turn your eyes to the right, down, left, up, right, down, left, up, other way round, left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up. Now blink your eyes so that you do not lose your balance. Now we do the head. Turn your head to the right and then follow down, left, up, rotate, right, down, left, up, right, down, left, up. Then now left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up. Now please roll your shoulders forward, back, forward, back, and then other way around, forward, back, forward, back. Now, lock your hands, turn your feet a little, spread your feet, and breathe out and stretch to the other side. Breathe out and stretch. Breathe in, come back. Breathe out, stretch. Breathe in, breathe out, stretch. Breathe in, breathe out, stretch, breathe in. This stretching is important because it removes the gas from your abdomen. So some of you may burp, and if you hear me burping, please excuse me. Now, we will roll the hips clockwise and then counterclockwise. Right, back, left, front. Right, back, left, front. The other way around. Left, back, right, front. Left, back, right, front. Now, we will do the Tadasana. So take the first hand, go against the wall so that you don't fall. Take your leg, and place it on the groin. Take it up, take your hand up and stretch. Breathe out when you stretch. Come back. Similarly, the other leg. Breathe out and stretch. And come back. Now, one of the things I'm going to ask you all to do is now, if you wish, you can also stretch this way. Breathe out and stretch. Breathe out and stretch to the left. So, please sit down. Or I think you can sit in a more comfortable stage because now you want to relax. So for me, this is more comfortable. I'm going to start the relaxation process, and I will stop with the breathing process without Nadi Shuddhi. So I will ask you all when the awareness of the breath at the abdomen is that part is over, at that time we will close. Okay. So sit in a comfortable position. Close the prana links. Put your tongue to the upper palate and follow the instructions. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax the brain. Sense the brain relaxing. Sense the front of your brain. Sense the front of your brain. Sense the left side of your brain. Sense the left side of your brain. Sense the back of your brain. Sense the back of your brain. Sense the right side of the brain. Sense the right side of the brain. Sense the brain. Look at the brain. Feel the brain relax. Feel the brain slowing down in activity. Feel the brain slowing down. Slow down the eye muscles. Relax the eye muscles. Sense the eye muscles relaxing. Sense the eye muscles losing all tension. Relax the side of the head. Relax the ears. Feel the ears becoming calm. Relax, remove all tension from the ears. Relax the face. Feel the muscles of the face relax. Relax the neck. Feel the neck muscles relax. Sense the muscles relaxing. Relax the shoulders. Observe the shoulders relax. Observe the shoulders lose tension. There should be no tension. Relax the chest. Relax the chest. Relax the abdomen. Allow the abdomen to fall. Don't force the abdomen to do anything. Relax the back. Allow the back to keep its own position. Don't force the body. Just allow it to be as it is. Observe the body. Observe the body just in its relaxed state. Now observe the breath coming in. Just observe it. At the nose. Observe the breath entering the nose at the bridge of the nose. Observe the breath entering the head. Observe the breath going past the ears. Observe the breath entering the throat. Observe the abdomen just going up and down. Don't force it. Just allow the breath to move in and out of the body and observe the abdomen. Relax your back. Relax the whole body. Observe it. Now, wherever you feel knots in the body, just relax that part. Now slowly come back to the present. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back. Please give me feedback. Were you all able to observe yourselves? Ramon sir? Meenu madam? Yes?
Sir, my understanding is that observation is a visual skill. When we say anything we observe means we are supposed to use our eyes to observe something. We can't observe with our nose or with our ears or anything. So,
Okay,
so,
okay.
so,
You
so,
should
let,
have said it should have been sense it. Sense it.
so I was wondering how the hell do I observe the breath going into my throat or in my ear? I don't see anything. And
You will
not
sense it.
only, I can't even, no, I can't. What was it you said? Go it into the throat or something. There was a series of things that you were telling, especially around the brain, the left, sense your left brain and right brain. So when it comes to brain, as much as I understand, there's not even the breath being involved. Our brain is just brain. That's it. So how do I suddenly start observing that also part by part, left part, right part, center part, like that? Something called the brain, which from the date of my birth I have never even seen it in my life once also. So
But
how do I observe it?
you haven't seen a heart, but you know it's there, no?
No, knowing is different from observing. You are asking to observe a certain part of the brain, which means.
Okay, let me put it this way. Um, you are you able to just do this? Are you able to sense that feeling?
On the skin?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a sense of touch.
correct. Now, when the air, when you are in a room and there is a fan on, you feel the air going on your skin.
Yes.
All I am doing is asking you to look at it when the air goes inside the body. No, I am not changing the rules of the game.
No,
I'm
but
only saying when
once
the
the air is gone inside our nose, as in inhalation, thereafter, whether it's going to left part of the brain or right part of the brain, I don't think any
one
one
minute.
of us knows.
No, 1 minute, 1 minute. Let's leave the brain right now out of it. I'll come to that. That's a different kind of sensation.
Okay.
Right now, the whole body,
Hmm.
when air goes inside, there is a sensation of touch.
Only in the very beginning part of it, like as it's going in your nose at that time. But once it's gone in, then it's traveling from part to part until
Can
it reaches the lungs. That is not something I have
can you feel?
observed.
Can you feel the when you're breathing?
Hmm.
Can you feel the throat beginning to move a little bit when the breath goes in and out?
So I'll be very honest. Usually, when we are like sleeping or a deep state of relaxation, at that time the breath is very deep. So then we feel all these things. But normally, we all human beings, I think most of us, the breathing is not that deep and regular on a daily basis. I'm being very honest. So it's kind of shallow. So we rarely ever notice it because our brain is on something else. We are working, we are doing something, whatever. So there
But
is a
this is
very
not something. No, this is a class where you're supposed to only do this.
right, but
I am asking you to do it in class. I'm not asking you to do it elsewhere right now.
I
Afterwards,
understand.
we'll get there.
I
Right
understand,
now,
sir.
here,
I'm
are
saying when
we?
the breath is shallow, it is not a deep breath of just about to sleep or while sleeping, how deep we have a breath. It is not like that. Even if I'm sitting in the class. So when it is shallow, then the sensations are also not that sharp to know acutely where it is traveling, whatever. While when we are about to sleep, I can sense it that the deep breath we are taking because I'm going to go off to sleep now. So I don't know if I'm making sense to you.
No, you're making complete sense to me. The problem is I'm not figuring. while I am able to figure it out, I am not able to show to you how to get there, because see, at the end of the day, it is your body, your sensory organs, and it is you who has to figure out how to get to that point.
So,
I can,
nevertheless, every one of us, I mean, majority at least, we all have two eyes, nose, and there are some commonalities on all human beings that we have. So, it's not that individual as you are saying that it's your eyes and your nose. The way I am breathing, pretty much everybody else breathes too, right? I'm just trying to be very plain. You know, I'm just saying.
no, no, no. But if I can feel it, you should also be able to feel
So
it.
I don't have your kind of experience in being centered and being conscious and segregating Chaitanya and intellect and all this work that you have done on yourself that none of us have done. At least I haven't done. And maybe
So
our
all
class,
what I'm trying to do is, see, now it's been 4 months since we have started this thing.
right?
I don't know if you are practicing every day, but if you are practicing every day, by now there should be some understanding of where it is going. So that is where if I'm not able to make that happen, then I'm failing somewhere. So I have to change the way I'm doing things, right? If the same medicine is not working, then I have to change the medicine. Correct?
So all I am saying here is that the
Hmm.
instructions that you are giving, when it
Hmm.
hits my ear first time, and like for everybody else, the brain interprets the instructions, right? And thereafter it puts it into practice, what is being asked to do. So the very first thing the brain interpreting, it is not able to interpret when you say that, see the left part of your brain, make it relax, or look at the breath going through your throat, and how the hell do I do that? The technique to do that is what is confounding me, if I may put it that way. So,
See, at the end of the day, Minu madam, it's very straightforward. When the breath goes in,
yes.
this is after all just a pipe which is flexible. You have to recognize one thing. It is an experience. The pipe here is flexible,
Yes.
and when the air goes in, it will move a little bit, because obviously, whenever you have any pipe in which air comes in a gust, there is a capsule of air that is going in, and it's going to push. The glottis is going to move, the air pipe is going to expand a little bit, so it has you should be able to experience it. The only thing I'm trying to do is that I'm making your experience conscious. What you took for granted as reflex, I'm trying to make you conscious of it. Now, the thing is, at the end of the day, I understand that everybody has two eyes, 2 ears, and a nose, and all that. That we are gone past that stage. You are now in a yoga vidya class. Now, the thing is that you are there is a certain element of sensitivity that I'm trying to make you all experience. So it's an experience. Experience means what? You have to be able to. So let me put the experience into various packets. Okay. The first experience is the raw experience of holding something, touching something. This is the gross experience,
Sensory experience.
the sensory experience. The same sensory experience which goes from gross to another subtle experience. I'm trying to transfer you all from a gross state of experience to a subtle state of experience. Now, the thing is that unfortunately, the gross experience is what you have with an external world. The the subtle experience that you are supposed to get comes from here. But the fact remains that the same experiences are there. If you can imagine something, sometimes you are able to imagine it in color also. You are able to imagine movements. When suppose you are going to, let us say you are going to make a plan to go to Mumbai, or if you are in Mumbai, you are going to make a plan to go to Chennai or Bangalore. You will actually be able to imagine flying, moving, buying a ticket, going and standing in security check and all that. Now the thing is that is what you call swapna avastha. You are able to actually build an image of everything. If you can build that image, you should be able to sense that image also. So the issue here is that no matter how much you theorize it, at some point in time, you've got to experience it. You can't, that experience, you need to try. You need to actually say that, okay, if I need to get from a gross state to a subtle state, what is it I need to do? What is it that I need to look for? Now, I can only, because it is a subtle state, I can only give you, and there is no such thing as a perfect way of saying. I can only use a few words: relax, experience, sense, and things like that. Now, these are things which an experience is an experience. Now, experience is very personal to a person. I cannot change. I cannot. Now, that experience of grossness is easy. The experience of subtleness is what we are trying to do. If we don't get that subtle experience, then we have to change the way in which we do things. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do, but the problem was more occurring when you say to observe specific things. If you say on the other hand, that okay, the breath is coming in, experience it in your nose or experience it in your throat, then however it is coming for me, I will experience. However it's coming
Yes.
for other student, they will experience. Okay.
Correct.
But if you are
Correct.
saying that observe it, not experience, observe it, now I become very confused. How do I observe something that is invisible, intangible, and barely sensible? I mean,
Okay.
I'm able
Now,
to sense.
the thing is that, okay, let's park it aside. Now, let me talk to Ramon sir also.
Yes, sir.
I've got
Yes, sir.
what you're saying.
I was
Because
thinking
I'd
also
like
that
to say,
other people can give their inputs also.
yeah. Ramon sir.
Yeah, in my case, that I was able to observe the breath through my nose, throat, lung, abdomen, that part, yes. But when you say relax your ear, the brain also, I was able to, today, somewhat better. I was able to think of it and some awareness. But when you come to nose and ear and all that, I was not able to do that. Yeah,
You're not able to feel the breath going past the nose.
nose, yes, that I can do. Nose, throat, that breathing the nose, throat, lungs, and abdomen, fine. And when you talked about relaxing, today I was so conscious about it, think about the brain. Somehow I was able, somewhat better. But when you said the ear and uh, face or neck and all that is more physical only. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
experience. Yeah.
So I'm saying you rub it. If
Yes,
you
yes,
rub
yes,
the
yes.
throat,
That all I do.
automatically it relaxes. So the thing is that it is a state of the muscles are actually they become nimble and loose.
Okay.
That's the basic idea is to make all your muscles nimble, loose, and less prone to tension. Now,
That is physical. Is that physical only?
see, what you do is you start from physical and the gross, and slowly get into the subtle.
That physical relaxation, I can. But awareness, when you say or something, no. Physical
No,
is,
the thing is that when you begin to consciously tell your body to relax,
yeah.
that is the awareness you start getting. The awareness is the awareness of you controlling the body.
Okay, I think with time I'll do it. I mean, I probably, so today was better than, say, the yesterday. So today's
Okay,
one step forward, definitely. Maybe if I continue like
okay.
that, I may get some time here.
What about the others? Milind sir, yes. Milind sir.
Sorry, I am keeping my mic off. See,
Uh,
when I am trying to relax a particular part of my body,
hmm,
and or when I am trying to sense the inhaling and exhaling of the air
hmm,
in
hmm,
each part of the body, I
hmm,
tell my mind or I think I concentrate on that particular part. When I say that I'm relaxing my brain, then I concentrate. I try to concentrate only at the. I am not able to see my brain, but I am able to concentrate myself at the brain. My mind is concentrating to the brain. slowly I come to the bottom level of my body by individually concentrating and thinking that I am relaxing it and then physically relaxing it. While I am inhaling and exhaling, that time also I am concentrating that I am feeling the breath or the air in my nose, in my throat, in my lung, in my even in my ear. I concentrated it is going there. I am concentrating whether it is going or not. And that way I am trying to what you can say sense the thing what you are teaching. This is the way I am looking at it. That means the concentration while doing the exercise.
Okay. Okay. So anybody else has any inputs? See, these are, we need to have multiple sources of inputs because we have one Minu madam who's really struggling to figure out how to get this thing done. I mean, she's very analytical. I can see that. But the thing is that we need to figure out a solution because at the end of the day, she needs to also come on board. Anand sir.
Yeah, so what I do is when you say relax, sometimes through the mind you try to relax, it becomes difficult. So sometimes I use my hand. Like, for example, sometimes I use the hand like ear or eyes. I don't know whether it's the right thing. It helps to relax
No,
the
no,
muscle.
that's
And then, for example, if you see the relax the neck, when I try to move it without touching it, I can hear the chotak sound. It means it is clicking and it becomes loosened out. So that part
okay.
of it goes like that. I don't know whether it's the right thing, but yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
There is no such
and you
thing as
shake,
right and wrong, sir. It
and,
should work for
and
you.
you try to stay. If you find it tight, you shake the body and try to relax the entire body or something like that. I do. Now, as
Okay.
far as feeling the breath is concerned, yes, through the nose, throat, yes, and of course, brain. I cannot say really. I have only like somebody else was saying. When you say feel through the brain, I try to feel it through that, but I'm not entirely successful there. But the rest of the things you can feel. Sometimes you are able to because you have to observe and continuously you have to observe. So some parts you observe, some parts you don't. It goes up and down. A little better you feel, but I cannot say 100% whether I'm right or wrong. I cannot say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, there is no right and wrong in this. You see, the thing is that at the end of the day, it has to work for each of us because we are all in this together. There is no such thing as there's no competition here, and we are not trying. We have to be kind to ourselves. So we have to find ways in which we find solutions so that we are at the end of the day we have to go towards moksha, and for moksha you have to find a way of migrating from the gross to the subtle, that is the stula sharira to sukshma sharira to karana sharira. Now if we are unable to progress, then we need to find various solutions. See, today I have not gone into nadi shuddhi at all. Today I am only talking about relaxation, and relaxation we can already see is a very difficult subject because we are unable to visualize. I don't know if you all noticed, I've been burping throughout the beginning part, and that is basically because the body is releasing a lot of the gas, and the muscles, the relaxation of the muscles is actually releasing a lot of the stresses from the body. So sometimes even for me, it changes, the body begins to change its configuration in order to get to that state. Lakshmi Suresh madam. Lakshmi Suresh madam.
Yes, yes, sir. For my feedback, actually, it's a little different from the discussion, sir, but I am
Hmm.
just sharing.
Please.
I am going into a very deep sense of relaxation, sir, in the sense that
Well,
I am losing that focus on how you asked us to sit. Like beginning, I am sitting
hmm,
straight. My tongue is on the top of the palate, and I am putting one leg up like that. Adha. The way you are sitting is full Padmasana, no, sir? I am sitting one leg like
yes.
that. Like that, I was sitting. With the
Hmm,
end of the whole session, I realized without my knowledge, my tongue has been moved out. My body has become very loose. I am not
hmm,
even sitting straight. very almost sleep-like state.
You're slouched forward.
Yes, sleep-like
Ah,
state. I've lost focus on the body, sir. In short, how to sit. I don't know if that's correct, good or not.
excellent. Of course, it's good. That means your body is beginning to
Hmm.
see. It's like this. You've got a glass jar in which you've got water, you've got
Huh,
a little mud, and then you stir it.
huh,
And then what is happening is you're able to bring your entire consciousness to a point
hmm,
where it has slowly stopped moving,
hmm.
and the whole body is reached a stage where it is like in a very calm state,
Yes, sir.
and it's a good for you, good for you.
But sir, you
uh,
also told about awareness, no, sir. So I have lost awareness. Is that not also? Is that the meaning also, sir? I forgot that I should sit straight. I forgot that I should
no,
keep.
no, no, no. There, like I told you, no. At the end of
Huh,
the beginning is we have got three
huh,
states. First is
huh.
the stula state,
Yes,
where we are struggling with our senses, our body, our other things. Then
yes,
the
sir.
sukshma state comes where the consciousness slowly starts dripping.
Yes,
In
sir.
that you might sit and you fall asleep and this and that. You become very calm,
Yes, sir.
but you have to not lose your awareness. You must know that you still are there.
That
But
way I
that
am.
will,
Yes, sir. Aware. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Correct.
so if that awareness is there and it is very calm awareness, then that is you remember Anand sir one day told me that he had lost it. He
Oh,
lost
yes. Yes.
he had lost his this of the entire environment. That's
Yes, sir.
that's a very nice state to be in. So
Okay, sir.
so slowly, yeah, I'm glad that you came to that stage. Srividya madam.
Namaste, Guruji.
Namaste
So,
madam.
what I have observed is that when I breathe in, I can feel the air pass through my throat till my abdomen. And this has been
Hmm.
on for quite some time, but or maybe even down below, but somewhere it's never hit the brain part of it. I'm not too sure whether I'm doing something wrong or whether it will take time for me to, reach to that stage. But then this is something which I've always been wanting to put across, that I'm just not able to sense anything around the brain.
Okay, there are two parts. One is the breath is here. The brain is actually is not completely related to the breath, because what happens is the air goes into the heart. There is a pulmonary function, and then when the oxygen goes into the brain, then the brain begins to the prana begins to move in the brain, and that's
Okay.
the consciousness which is going gizbiz everywhere. The
Okay.
thing is that you are if you can experience the body, and then if you are able to, when we begin the relax, like when we do dhyana, if you are able to get to a point where the chitta slows down dramatically, then that's a stage where you know that's a very nice stage. No, the here I Minu madam, I want to come back to a question. Are you practicing every day?
Sir, I am, but I do not know the exact. First, you do this and then you do this, or how you have to do. I don't know that. In between, I had a gap due to my the shoulder problem, which is still not gone. Even today, I am having a horrible headache, but I have come for the class just because I didn't want to miss the class. So I did have certain medical issues for which in between that means in the last 2 or 3 weeks I had kind of become irregular. But I don't know how the others are doing with any particular setup is there. First you do this, then you
So
do this, then you do this.
let me ask you specific questions.
Yes, sir.
Do you feel a difference when I say experience, sense, observe, feel? Do you feel these words give different connotations to you,
Absolutely,
or
sir.
are they the same?
All of them have got a completely different meaning as far as I'm concerned. So I don't usually mix my words up. When I say I
I
want
can
to
see
mean
that.
something, I will say exactly that word and not
So
anything else.
when I say the experience the breath at the throat, are you able to experience it?
Yes.
Okay. Now, when I say experience your brain relaxing, are you able to experience it?
No. Because my brain to me is not yet a separate thing that I can if you
Observe.
say to it's, and
You are
I'm
not able to.
talking about brain, not mind. If you tell me to relax my mind, I can
There is no
relax my
such thing
mind.
as mind. There is no such thing as mind. There is. It's all. I'm only talking the physical part, the stula part.
Okay,
The mind is something that does not exist. It is something that has
true.
been made up by human beings.
Yeah, it's a
Now,
bundle of
question
thoughts.
is,
So
thoughts are also.
if you
See, the
talk
thing is,
about the
there's only.
brain, sir, in the physical sense of the word, no, I'm not able to, because I can't even know inside my skull those gray cells are there which are called the
No,
brain
no, no. You're
muscles.
overthinking. You're overthinking. You're overthinking. At this level of overthinking will never create. Will become an obstacle to you. Let it go. Don't try to overthink. Just allow it to be. Just be. To be means to be in the present. To be. Try to.
That I can be. To be in the
So.
present is easy for me.
So no. But to be relaxed in the present.
I can.
To
But
be
the moment
aware
you
of the
say
present.
ears and brain and all these parts, then I lose it. When you say separate brain, ear, or in this part, that part, then I lose. If you say be in the moment and be in the present, that is one of the easiest things for
How
me.
can you be in the moment and not and forget that you're able to, are you able to be in the moment in your brain, your inside?
Not in a physical place, but I am in the moment, not in the brain. I'm in the moment, as in the time, the moment time. Meaning I'm present, I'm not in the past, I'm not in the future, I'm here in the
No,
now.
no.
That
Are
time.
you able to then when what then how does it, so why is it that you're unable to feel the breath in the present?
I can feel the breath also. Only thing I can't feel it is in the different body parts that you start mentioning, in the ear or back of. Then I cannot do it. If you just say,
Are you unable to feel, like for instance, suppose you were to keep like this,
yeah,
you take it out, you put it back,
yeah,
can you feel any difference?
yeah.
Try it.
I just now I was doing. If only you could see. When you did it, I did it too. Yeah, I can. I can.
No, no. I said,
Yeah.
put it around you, your eyes, ears will close. So you'll
Yes.
feel a different sensation.
Yes.
When you remove it, you'll feel a different
Yes.
sensation.
Yes.
So I'm saying, asking you to see if you can find out the difference, feel the difference. So what I'm trying to say is that you have a control point, you have your existing point. So you establish a control point and you establish a new point. And then you see whether you are able to feel the difference. If you are able to feel the difference, then from there you try use that as the control point and my instruction as the variable point. And then you begin to try and correlate. Because at the end of the day, you have to find a solution.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I will try my best, but at the end of the day, it is you who has to drink, no?
Okay, sir.
Hello, don't feel that lost. I don't want you to feel lost. We have to find a solution.
As you said, if I put it in one sentence, it is this. If you try to say in physiological terms that the brain part or the front or left or center, that is when I'm lost. But if you say, with my entire being to do something, with my consciousness, with my intellect, all those intangible things you tell me, it's very easy for me. But these tangible things, you ask the breath to move to the tip of my ear or the left ear and all, then I'm not able to do it. That's what I've been trying to say all along.
Okay, then in that case, whenever we are doing this, you simply go into the state that is comfortable for you. No problem.
Okay, sir.
And then thereafter, see, after from you're saying that you are very comfortable with the sukshma state. Now you have to be able to observe the sukshma state as somebody who is observing
Sir,
you and to be
sir,
present
I
in.
told you that I think I was 12, 13, or even from before. I have been permanently like that. Like there is a share, even now I'm talking to you, I can sense that there is one thing, me sitting here and watching me talk to you. I have always been like that. I have always been
Okay.
like that. So
Fine.
that
Then
part
you're
is easy. This first thing that you have taught, right? That is the biggest hurdle for me.
okay. So you're saying you are unable to do
The physical things.
standard 1 to 5. You're able to do standard 10 without any problem. That's fine. So no,
What is the standard 10, sir? I didn't understand.
well, what you're talking about, you're saying I'm able to go into sukshma state very easily.
No, not
But I'm not
sukshma
able.
state. Just that I can always observe me. I'm all the time observed because I've been doing it from the age of 12, 13, I don't know. So it's always that I can observe myself, and it's always like I'm a third person doing something and I'm watching me. That has been there.
Great.
But this
Okay.
other thing, that relaxation, that was my problem. And I'm very sorry if I'm taking too much time to all those other students. Please, I want to ask my forgiveness.
No problem. Now, okay, we've got another 5 minutes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to
Sir,
actually
please, I
give you.
want to say sorry to each one of them.
It's okay.
No, no, it is not required.
May I speak, please?
Yes, please.
One thing is, that's Meenu, no, who was talking. Meenuji, please don't feel that you are taking up our time or anything. It's good to know these things because we are learning also from each one's experience. So there is nothing to feel sorry. You are most welcome to share your experiences without hesitation, because that's what Sir has been encouraging us and telling us from the day one. Okay, now coming to the what should we say, today's I can't really speak for today because I joined a little late. I had gone out, and as soon as I came, I switched on, but I was still washing my feet and getting set. So I couldn't do some of those exercises. But when I've done the earlier time, I understand what Meenu was saying, because even though I was also not able to feel part-wise, body part-wise, even then I used to think of one thing which I had heard once on TV. Sri Ravi Shankar had said, which sort of stayed with me. I used to listen to different talks, pravachans. And he had said, sometimes jaan ke jana hai, kabhi kabhi maan ke jana hai. That is, sometimes we have to just assume that it is so, maan ke. And sometimes we can recognize it, we can make out. So when it is not possible to make out, take it that it is so, maan ke, just accept it that it is so. So I used to think, okay, today I may not able to feel it, but one day or the other soon I will get it. And till then I will just follow the instructions without trying to give my personal, what should I say, take or commentary on it to myself. So I would just let flow. Whatever you were telling, sir, whatever you were instructing, just go through it without, just totally accepting it as it is, without saying how it is happening, whether it is really happening like that or not, assuming that it is happening, maan ke jana. So just I was trying like that, and but I understand what Meenuji said, because I also find it's much easier when it is to be done fully, wholly, instead of physiologically. But I like that also, because earlier I had not given it thought at that, what should I say, bodily level. Yeah, in that way. So I used to feel, okay, it may be time that I realize, I try to recognize that, how much I can. So I just let my attention go there. That's all. I just let my attention, awareness go to the part you are telling, without giving my judgment whether it is happening or not happening. It's okay. Whatever is happening is fine. Like that, thinking that someday I will be able to make out, ha, abhi ho raha hai. It is happening. I'll be able to make out. So that's my way I was doing. But these, what should we say, the interactions, the discussions are very useful because we get glimpses of that in each one's feedback.
Actually, today has been a pretty much a washout because we've not practiced anything. We've just been talking about the experiences that each of us have, and but it is very important. This particular state is very important because each of us has to go past the stula state, the state where we are physically struggling with ourselves, and go to a stage where we accept ourselves as perfect. Now, that will happen only when we are able to become aware of our existence. And so here I am going to uh, close our class because it's already 4 o'clock, and then we'll shift to Bhagavad Gita. But I'm very sorry that I could not take you all through the whole gamut of what I was hoping to accomplish. But in a sense, I think we have sensitized ourselves to a lot more to what the challenges are. So we have got it. Now we know where we have to go. We can feel the resistances within ourselves. We see the challenges, and we see that the road ahead. There is only one thing that I'm going to, my understanding from today's class, I'm going to share, and that is that please be kind to yourself. This is a long journey. It's a journey of life. Number one. Number two, don't overthink. Just be. Just be. Because this is what you have. This is the lab, this is the experiment, this is the observer, everything is here. So the thing is that you have only yourself, your peculiarities to deal with. So you have to be conscious of this. So be conscious, try to understand, try to please practice. Because the more time you spend with yourself, the more you look at yourself, the more you'll be comfortable with that particular state. So I'm going to stop here because I think we should go to the Bhagavad Gita part. Can we go to the Bhagavad Gita part?
Yes.